Hi there, parents. Miss Emmerich here, fourth grade science teacher. Just going to talk about some things that you could do over Christmas break to focus on science. Here is our next unit that we're going to be talking about, light reflection. We've been talking about sound waves and how they travel, and now we're going to go into light and how that travels. So this experiment is building a periscope. And so you can have the student read all about what it is. And for most designs, these are the materials that you can make a periscope at home, or you can just research periscope plans on Google. You can just type that in and it'll come up. And so you can read through and they can just use the mirror like around the corner to see around the corner, and they can just experiment with it. So that's going to be something that you could do at home with that. The next unit after that is going to be information technologies. So we're going to be talking about devices that communicate using sound or light. So in this activity, they'll find a remote, garage door opener, a remote control cell phone, and they're going to need access to the internet. And they're going to watch what happens when the device is used. There's some questions that the student can answer. They can go online and research that device. And then at the bottom, there are some questions that they could answer about their device. Okay, I hope you guys have a great holiday. Thanks.
Okay, hi there. We've been in Module 3 for a little while. We're going to be there a little while longer. It's a multiplication and division module. So we've been covering area model for multiplication. We've been doing it like this for a while, where we decompose or break apart the larger number. And so like in this case, we'd say 4 times 300 and get that. 4 times that 2 is 20 and get 80, and 4 times 5 to get 20, and then add them back together to get this number over here. You may be used to the algorithm. We're kind of doing the same thing, except we're just breaking them up into the boxes. And then another version of it, which we've been doing for a few days now, is with the 2-digit by 2-digit multiplication. Okay, so in this case, you would probably go, okay, 6 times 3, 6 times 50. Okay, and so we've just shown that over here. So here's the 6 from 46, and here's the 3 from 53, and they would multiply to get 18, and then the 6 times 50 would get 300. So you could say together that's 318, and then 40 times 3 over here is the 120, and 40 times 50 is 2000. Add them back together, and then you would end up with this. So it's like the algorithm. It's just organized into the boxes. And then we will be doing long division, probably just like the way you remember it, and looking like this. So you start with the largest unit, and then 4 goes into 600s 4 times, or excuse me, 1 time, and then you subtract it, and you could bring down, and that's going to be coming soon. Okay.
Good morning, marvelous Mavericks and parents. This is the next 4 weeks ELA. I believe that you guys probably already saw this one, but we're finishing up Unit 2, Week 1. Essential question, what are some messages and animal stories? And here's our vocabulary words here. You can support your kids by encouraging them to practice Quizlet. That will help them. There's tons of games that they can play in there at home, and that will help support them with their vocabulary. Unit 2, Week 2, essential question, how do animal characters change familiar stories? And here's the vocabulary words here. This week will take us right up until the break. So we're finishing Unit 1, Week 1 this week. Next week, we'll start Unit 2, Week 2, and we'll finish before the break. We're also starting an informational writing unit, and it's about interesting materials found in nature. I just wanted to make you aware of this in case you hear your children talking about some of these things at home. They might be talking about rubber trees, spider silk, or Neptune balls. Encourage them to talk about those things with you and let them tell you what those things are. Please also encourage them to keep their writing inside their writing folder and not to get it out or mess with it or play with it, because we don't want them to lose it. We want them to have it in their hands when, every time we meet and we're writing. So that's it for ELA. I hope that you guys all have a Merry Christmas and enjoy the time over the break together with your families. Thank you.